Welcome, everyone, to Summerslam and Fall. Shut up.
Yeah.
I mean, we're probably going to be skipping a few months anyway, just so we can finish this series in time, because it just occurred to me that, well, the next game's going to be probably releasing in March, and WrestleMania's in April, so yeah, we need to skip it some months.
Right.
And the other one we gotta really be on time with is Halloween Havoc. It has to be on Halloween. No exceptions. So I'm thinking after this, we do King of the Ring in the King and Queen of the Ring in literally a week.
Okay.
And yes, we are gonna begin SummerSlam with this opening match. The Elimination Chamber match.
Let's go, Wyatt.
And there is the man. The first and only and last hardcore European champion.
Yeah, so Valen Navin.
Yeah, we had too many belts, so we got rid of one. And I'm tempted to get rid of another one. So me and Joker have only, well, one championship. Well, yeah, secondary title apiece. I'm just wondering, should I keep the UK title or keep the light heavyweight title? Because I know Joker's going to keep the hardcore title anyway. I don't know, if I pick up JD McDonagh or Santos, that we can... Well, I can discuss that later.
Yes, indeed.
And there he is, the man that lost his undefeated streak in one of the worst matches I've ever seen on our show.
Karrion Kross.
I had high hopes for you, Cross, and you let me down again.
Cross, you let scroll it down.
He let the world down. And he even let Joker down, and Joker didn't even care.
Cross, Scarlett isn't with you. She left you for your opponent.
I mean, Cross, you were doing so well.
And you lost and Scarlett left you.
Well, I might not be taking that too bad. Excuse me.
And watch, he's going to wind up winning this match. Just to prove us all wrong.
I tell you, let's go bright.
Same.
Well, looks like the world heavyweight champion is... Well... His gain is in a pot, so he might be able to retain that title.
Maybe we'll have to wait and see.
So Angry Joe is having a meltdown, pretty much. He basically said, should we just eradicate all wokeness? I mean, that's more to it. Basically, it's saying that it's become a buzzword for woke. And he says, should we just eradicate all wokeness in the game, even for the people that actually like it? Someone replied, don't threaten me with a good time. Yeah, that'd be the last time Tommaso holds that belt.
Potentially could be.
And here's the man that I think has the highest chance of winning this entire thing. So yeah, my money is on Ilya winning the whole thing.
Let's go, Bray. Let's go, Wyatt.
And I wouldn't be disappointed with Bray either, but I'm sure Joker can agree with me. Ilya has been the MVP of SmackDown so far.
I cannot deny.
And the Mad Dragon is about to become the Mad Champion.
If everything goes his way, yeah.
If he doesn't get blindsided out of nowhere by a cross jacket from Cross.
I mean, that would be interesting.
Or a clothesline from Tampa.
Or a drop dead from Valen.
So Ilya gets the final pod.
So we know Bray will start this match.
Yep,
Bray
Bray Wyatt
and-
and MJF will be starting.
Let's go, Bray and MJ.
Speaking of which, there he is.
MJ Wyatt. That'd be an
The
interesting
salt
tag
of the world.
team. MJ Wyatt.
Maxwell Jacob Wyatt.
That could be their tag team name. MJ Wyatt.
It wouldn't be MJW.
It could be. MJW.
Hey, yeah, if you guys are wondering how was Payback, Payback was really good.
I wanted to kill Dominic, but
I think Dominic got murdered all by himself. Twice. Yeah, the
Dominic,
Judgment Day, they win the tag team titles. Hopefully now we can get a new tag team title design.
they win with the help of 5 against 2.
I wonder if JD's finally gonna be accepted into the Judgment Day.
It took 5 people, 4 men and a woman, to beat 2 men.
did you hear the death stream that Rhea did after spearing Kevin Owens through the barricade?
I was hoping Liv Morgan showed up and started attacking.
The Morgan's injured with a shoulder injury.
She could have returned early.
Doubt it.
That happened like, what, 2 months ago? She's not getting up after 2 months.
She could.
And the main event was really good. Shinsuke. I'm wondering what are they gonna do with him now?
Well, Shinsuke attacked Seth after the show, so I guess they're going to continue the feud.
Whatever happens after the show does not count, Joker. Unless it's shown on TV, it does not matter.
Yes.
That's why everyone was pissed off with that when they didn't cut when Drew did his karaoke thing at Clash at the Castle.
They were also. I mean, Roman Reigns has actually been a good guy off camera. But on camera, he's still a bad guy that everybody hates.
But yeah, like that swanton that Kevin Owens did to Dominic through the table. That,
And
Kevin?
there he is. Why
You hit
is
most
Baron
of the
Corbin
floor.
on here?
There for a minute, I thought Kevin broke his leg. Because when Kevin landed, he grabbed his leg.
Alright, I delayed MJF's thing.
Hey, Maxwell, just so everybody can hate you, win this match.
Beat Bray Wyatt last. That would make everyone hate him.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could do Bray Wyatt versus versus MJF for the world title. That's Halloween Havoc.
MJF, you say you're our scumbag. If you're our scumbag, win this match last and beat Dragunov or Wyatt.
And here we go. Spear by MJF. Joker, you've been quiet.
Oh! The double turn.
It's the double cross.
It looked like a crossroads, but reversed.
It's the fucking crossroads.
But yeah, sorry, I was eating my food.
Yeah, who do you think's gonna walk out here in our opening match? And
Honestly, I would like it
That
to be Bray
Bray.
Wyatt or Bayley.
Right? You just shoved him,
yeah,
Jeff.
part of me is kind of hoping Tommaso survives. Speak of the devil. Tommaso enters the match.
One.
And
He
now,
enters third.
now the psychopath is going up against...
Oh!
Oh, never mind. I was trying to think of what was Bray's nickname during this time, but he didn't have one.
He did not have one yet. It's just Bray Wyatt.
Theater of Worlds.
I'm still crossing my fingers that we actually get Theater of Worlds Bray in the next game. Oh, Salt of the Earth.
And again, another salt of the earth.
MJF got his butt shoved again.
Oh, Bray takes down Ciampa.
There's next.
Tombstone! One, two.
It's
Bray
Valen.
kicks out.
The fallen hero has entered the fray. Oh,
MJF?
look at that. Knee to the face.
MJF, are you trying to get the attention of The Undertaker?
How do I get the attention of The Undertaker? The Undertaker doesn't work on SmackDown.
No, but he is on NXT, and he is watching.
Oh!
Oh, fuck!
I was not expecting Bayley to do that.
One, two.
Yes, this Valen's time. He has been waiting patiently for an entire game season. An entire year for an opportunity to fight for a world title again.
Cross is the last man in the pod.
Good, he needs it.
And Cross is going to come in fresh.
He's probably going to be the
And-
first one out.
He might actually win it with that advantage.
Well, no one's out yet, so it's A-Man's game. And there's the hook and ladder. Salt of the earth. Fyre, why'd you break that up? Oh, look at that clothesline.
I mean, they're teaming up together now.
And
Bayley,
here comes Doomsday.
Ray.
There he is. Doomsday has arrived.
Everyone is in the match.
Yeah, part of me is also hoping Cross wins this and proves us all wrong.
Scorpion death drop. Oh, Elliot with a roll up. One.
Everyone is really trying to eliminate Bray. I guess they're trying to get rid of him because we're all sympathetic towards him right now.
The cross effect from Kieran Cross.
The cross effect?
The Judas effect
Ah.
from the
I was
Kieran
gonna say,
Cross.
me and Joker aren't even playing Mass Effect yet. I'll be doing that later with him.
Yeah.
The humanoid eradicating man.
Somebody got tossed out.
That would have been MJF by carrying Cross. Oh, Cross with a punch to the face.
Yeah, you know what I wish that 2K would do? Bring the series back to, well, what THQ had it as for Smackdown vs. Raw 2011.
Bray went out.
Just has this game inspired by, well, you're playing with wrestling figures. I don't mind the realism, I just like some of that arcadey chaos.
That AEW has?
Not exactly, more so, Smackdown vs. Raw 2011.
Ah, what?
You know, where if you hit the anything, they're gonna feel it.
True, that would be good.
Cause hey,
More than
let's
the
face
bring
it,
back.
it doesn't seem like any impact when you see someone do anything on the ladder. And you can't powerbomb or do anything to someone on 2 steps anymore.
Ilia's
Ilia's out.
eliminated.
MJF and took out Ilya.
Air raid crash.
MJF.
Mandible claw. Mandible claw.
I think Cross is too fresh for this to work. Oh, clothesline from the hell.
1, 2.
Ciampa
Ciampa's
kicks
too
out. I knew that was it though, Joker, didn't you?
No.
Bray ate pod.
MJF almost ate ring pole.
Also,
Snake
2K.
eyes.
Bring back the old stuff. I'm regaining the old elimination. I'm Hell in a Cell, but give us the old elimination chamber back.
Alabama Slammer.
I never understood why they just can't allow the elimination chamber to appear on all shows. I know it was
Me
there
either.
a couple times, but they keep updating it, so it's only on elimination chamber.
Bray with a powerbomb.
1, 2.
Cross kicks out. And Bray
Bray's a taunting.
Oh,
Wow.
they're setting them up for Sister
Project
Abigail.
Shepard. Oh.
1, 2.
Cross jackets.
Bray.
And fairy tale.
Fairy
ending.
tale ending.
Somebody's busted.
MJF would be busted. 1, 2, 3.
That was MJF's fairy
is out.
tale ending.
Well, MJ's out.
And the Heartless Angel. Oh!
Oh, Bray
clothesline
with a
from
lariat.
Bray.
Bray with a clothesline and a half.
They're down to the final 3, and pretty much all of our picks except for Jesse's is out.
You mean final 4?
Whatever.
Well, we might be close to a final 3.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Bray reversed.
Wyatt reversed.
It's Sister Abigail. 1,
1,
2.
2.
Valen kicked out. And he's been waiting an entire year. He's not going to let one Sister Abigail put him away, but 2 might do it.
2.
That might do it.
1, 2.
Bray's like,
I worked too hard for this.
Yes.
Bray's like, leave.
And Bray.
Oh, he's dancing with the cross. Sister Abigail.
Well, that put Cross away.
1, 2,
It does.
3.
Final
Cross
3.
is out.
And third time's the
Sister
charm.
Abigail.
Third time the charm?
1, 2.
Third time's the
3.
charm.
Final 2.
Bray Wyatt and Tommaso Ciampa.
Bray. Orange Moon? Okay, cool. Anybody know why the moon's orange tonight?
Huh?
Anybody know why the moon's orange?
No. Right, Ciampa, you're preventing Carrion from leaving.
I also wish they would just attack them.
Cross!
Bray did exist. Cross is going the other way.
Carrion's like, fine, I'll go this way.
Nope, he's coming back.
Poor Cross.
Oh!
Cross might, nope. There he goes.
He's coming back.
Well, at least they're headed back in the ring.
Cross is finally able to leave.
And Ciampa. Fairy tale ending. Is that Bray's fairy tale ending?
1, 2, 3.
Tommaso Ciampa retains.
Wow. Good job, Ciampa.
And you guys had no faith. I know, he said he wanted the ultimate challenge, and I gave him it, and he won.
Well, Bray did take half of them and eliminated half of them. Bray's
It
like,
took 3. It took 3 Sister Abigails to finally put Valen out.
Bayley
took one or two to put MJF away.
Oh, I just realized I don't have the red strap for the background. Well, for the back for the world title.
I'll be right back.
It's 2K, I wouldn't be surprised that they didn't get that little detail.
But yes, Ciampa, congratulations on your retain.
He keeps Goldie, Joker.
For now.
So Ciampa just told me. Who's next? And I told them it's not Goldberg.
Goldberg.
Ragnar. And so we'll be crowning a new... Actually, no. We will figure that out once we get to the King of the Ring. Because who knows? It might be someone from my show that wins it. Might just be Jackal again. And then he challenges and wins both world titles again.
Well, Jackal is defending his crown.
Yeah. Well, right now, Jackal will be defending his hardcore crown against the King of Bad News, Wade Barrett.
Sorry, back.
And now we are here at the correct arena. Yes, Jesse, we were just telling everyone that Tommaso Ciampa asked, who's next? And I told them, it's not Goldberg. And there's Wade Barrett. God, that looks so funny.
I'm afraid I got some bad news.
Now Wade Barrett accepted Jackal's open challenge for tonight after he defeated Nathan Frazier. And why is this so funny that Wade gets a big head from the Titantron in this? I don't know, is that foreshadowing that Wade's got a big head for accepting this?
Why does Jackal have an open challenge when he has to fight Bruce?
Because if he doesn't defend the hardcore title every single show except NXT, then he has to vacate the title. That title has a 24/7 rule, meaning it is defended once every show, except NXT because it's not on NXT. And here comes the devil. Really be dropping one of those belts tonight. Hell, he might be dropping both of them.
Jackal knows he could have just defended that title against Bruce, right?
Yeah. Jackal said that'd be unfair to the Hardcore Championship.
Hey, Joker.
Yes.
Why is there two graves in my office now? Jackal dug into the grave.
I don't question it, and I've also seen Jackal's order for body bags. He has 6 ordered.
He's got 2.
So is he gonna cut Bruce into 6 pieces?
He has 2 graves in my office.
So let's see, he has a body bag for his arms, his legs, and his torso.
And his head.
Yeah, I guess that would be 6.
Joker.
Hmm?
I found a tombstone with the name Joker on it.
Yeah, Jackal threatens me a lot.
I still can't believe you guys picked this SummerSlam Arena instead of the other one.
Hey, I grew up with this SummerSlam arena.
I don't care, the other one looked better.
True.
I only see this arena one time, Joker.
It's a Jackal.
No, what do you think? You think Barrett's gonna get the gold?
No chance in hell.
How about you, Jesse? You think Barrett's gonna win?
Probably if Kane turns into Blue Kane.
Funny, I can introduce Blue Kane and then we can have the Cocaines together.
When Kane from Tennessee becomes Blue Kane, then yes, then technically Barrett would have a shot.
Oh, the kitchen sink.
You know that
Right
there
on.
is an actual Blue Kane, right?
Yeah, yes, I do. But WWE will not sign it.
I mean, why would you want to sign a gimmick that you've already done before?
Because WWE loves rehashes. Just look at every face of the company that came after Hulk Hogan.
I mean, technically, if it's Vince in charge, then yes. If it's Triple H, then probably not.
One out and a kick out by Jackal.
Triple H liked his underdog baby faces.
Yes, he does.
Vince, he loves his John Cena.
Vince loves John Cena, Randy Orton, and possibly anyone who has a funny gimmick.
Like Archer.
Like Madcap Moss.
I don't think he liked Madcap. If he did, he
He's the
would have
one
been
who
on the
changed-
show more.
He's the one who changed the name.
Vince also changed Chad Gable's name to Shorty G.
Exactly.
That was the worst thing to ever happen to Chad Gable.
Vince McMahon's the one who had little Jimmy and the mean, evil, or truth gimmick.
And that's all be real. Our truth is funny.
Yes, R-Truth can make anything funny.
And a rapping gimmick was actually done by Stephanie. Vince hated the idea.
Oh, so it wasn't his idea, probably.
Yep, it was not his idea. It was
And
Stephanie's.
he hated the Smoking Skull Championship.
But he went with it because it was Austin's idea. Jackal.
Big Luke. Jackal was like, aha, I tricked you.
And
Jackal's like,
The deathbed.
Jackal's like, I'm gonna pick up stairs, I'm gonna drop them, just kick in the
One,
face.
two.
you know, that move
I
is
forgot.
kind of becoming Jackal's new finisher.
Jackal.
Oh.
Wade. Don't get up, Wade. Don't get up.
Oh.
I told you, Wade. Jackal dropped him, and now Jackal's got him again. No.
Oh.
Wade.
Jackal.
Punches Jackal in the face hole. Oh, the running knee. Not
Wade.
Barrett off his feet. Oh, the noose.
The back of Wade's head hit the stairs.
Wade, you survived one noose.
Woo! Deep prong by a Barrett.
Tilt-a-whirl. Backbreaker.
Jackal.
And Wade's
Yeah.
here to give Jackal some bad news. Not only is he gonna drop the title to Bruce and force Joker to go on a date with Bruce, but he's also
And my
gonna
man.
take away the Hardcore Championship from Jackal.
And Bruce gets an I love you.
Yeah, that too.
Steel
And I
steps.
love you.
And Joker
And then I
has to
love
say
you.
it if Bruce wins after the match.
Yep, and I love you. I love you, Bruce, and a
Will you marry me,
And a
Bruce?
yes, and a date.
Marriage,
I've already set up the
marriage
date.
and the first date. It's everything Bruce could ever want.
And I already set up the date. 1 week. 1 week in the Bahamas.
Oh, wait, there it goes flying. Jackal was pushing around those steel steps like they were nothing.
And I do got an idea for Bruce. If he wins, if he pulls off the major upset, and Barrett on the Jackal's good knee.
Well, Joker, I hope you like a week in the Bahamas.
With your one true love,
steps.
Bruce.
I mean, I like the Bahamas, but I don't like Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce says he has the perfect bikini for you.
No. Well, you will have your choice.
He's gonna make you wear the Slave Leia bikini.
Jackal, you're busted.
Yeah, Wade, that's a bad choice. It made Jackal bleed his own blood.
Jackal, you do realize you might bleed more than once in this event.
Jackal said he's ready to shed as much blood as he needs to kill Bruce.
But it's not a to the death match.
What's Jackal gonna do if he loses to Barrett?
He has to fight Bruce tonight. That's what he's doing.
Yep. And Jackal's got the bat.
If Jackal
and hey, Bruce has been waiting a long time for someone to give him a worthy challenge to get a title off of him. So if it's Barrett's, then hey, Jackal would be sort of passing the torch to Barrett.
Jackal, you got kicked right in your face.
And Barrett again, going for the good knee.
The good knee.
Jackal is unfazed.
Jackal, you're moving around like
Jackal has a ladder.
Jackal, you're moving around like a grandpa.
Oh no! Oh crap!
Oh, Jackal! No!
Oh, like right on the ladder.
One,
Barrett, get down! How did he kick out of that, Joker? Oh no!
I don't know.
Oh!
Head off the head.
That right on. That and ladder. Bad combination.
I mean, Barrett got hit right in the head, and it's
did you see? Oh, did you guys?
Oh, Barrett moved.
And did you guys see Finn Balor's back?
Yeah,
yes.
Bullhammer!
Oh, out of nowhere. Holy shit.
1, 2, 3. Barrett did it.
3.
Wade beat the Jackal.
I was not expecting that. How about you, Joker?
1, 2, 3. No, I was not expecting Wade to win.
This could be a very, very bad night for Jackal.
What do you mean, Jackal? It's going to be a very bad night for Joker at this point. Yes, everyone. A new hardcore champion, Wade Barrett. Jackal, you're in the way. So, how do you feel, Joker?
This is my night. I mean, good job that Wade has, a title now. I'm sad that Jackal lost, but Jackal must be saving his energy for Bruce. And that Hell in a Cell match.
Out of nowhere. Yeah, up next. And due to Jesse here drafting Roxanne Perez, we have decided Doudrop will be taking her place. Yeah, let's see if Alba Fyre can retain her Divas Championship. I mean, the only man that's successfully retained so far is, well, you know who. Tommaso Ciampa.
Indeed.
And here comes Paige.
Who was Joker's other choice? It wasn't Doudrop of his food.
Joker's choice was Zoe Stark.
Yeah, I figured I'd give Doudrop a shot.
Alright, I want to Doudrop because she has not been featured that much, and Zoe Stark has been, and I want to save Zoe for a women's championship match in the future. And she can be the next to face Bayley or Sasha. And up next, Jamie Hayter. Why do you have Bronson Reed's thing on? I need to go back into these entrances.
Joker.
Yes.
I'm assuming that was you.
Yes, I practiced.
Well, I'm curious, guys. Do you think CM Punk's gonna wind up back in WWE now?
He has been trying to mend relationships with Triple H and Stephanie. Vince still hates him. So, I have no idea.
I don't think Vince cares.
No, Vince still hates him because of that pipe bomb promo that he cut after walking away with the championship.
Why would he hate it? He approved it. He told Punk,
He didn't.
Say whatever you want.
They said do whatever you want.
Money.
He didn't think Punk would leave for the title, though.
Jesse knows that it's scripted, right? The matches are predetermined, so he was always gonna win.
Yes, I did. But with him leaving with the title, Vince did not know that.
I mean, you gotta make it look realistic, in my opinion.
Well, Vince didn't think he was going to leave the title because he thought Punk was going to re-sign a contract. Punk didn't.
Yeah, he did.
It was literally a month, like a week later, but yeah.
I don't know if you watched CM Punk's documentary DVD from a few years ago, but he did talk about walking out of WWE. Basically, he said that after Money in the Bank, he was still in talks with WWE at the time, and ultimately he decided to resign. So I don't know where you got that information, but according to Punk, that's not what happened.
According to Vince, that did happen because he actually said it in an interview.
What interview?
Wasn't. There was an interview. Trying to remember where I filmed it. But Vince said that he was not aware Punk was going to leave with the title.
How would he not be aware? He books the show. And everyone's too scared to tell him otherwise.
Agreed.
Everybody's scared to tell him otherwise. Didn't stop Undertaker. Where Undertaker literally left the company back in 2001.
Well, I'm looking for this, and I don't see anything. All I see is... Is this it?
I'll see if I can
Nope,
find it. Give me
that's
a
a
minute.
recent one. No, I don't see it.
I'll see if I can find it. Give me a minute.
I know when I see some knockoff Reddit post asking, did Vince ever not want CM Punk to win a title in WWE? So no, I don't. Yeah, honestly, the only thing that I would really want from that, anyway, is for CM Punk and AJ Lee to be put back in the game.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
I don't know how Punk would even do an 8 in WWE. I mean, who knows? It could just be a situation to where the inmates ran the asylum, and Punk was one of them, and let his ego get the better of him.
I mean, I think Punk did let his ego get a hold of the better of him during in AEW.
Tucker, I don't know if you remember John Moxley's promo where he talks about his, well, CM Punk after the two fought.
Yep.
Remember that 3-second match for the world title that they had, the title unification? And then the next week, John Moxley came out and just basically destroyed CM Punk on the mic. Yep. Moxley sounded very... That is pretty true a year on, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, Doudrop almost won the Divas title. Yeah, so who are you guys rooting for?
Doudrop.
Oddly enough,
Jamie Hayter.
Doudrop.
Jugger.
I said Jamie Hayter.
And I said Doudrop.
I'm kind of rooting for Alba Fyre.
Of course you are.
But she's the champion I picked, so I want her to retain and have a fruitful reign. Since I know WWE is never going to do that. And I still wonder, where did Alba Fyre go?
I see. You can also ask, where did her and
Isla?
yes, where did her and Isla go?
And Rampage.
They haven't been used basically since the draft.
1, 2.
Hey, I can tell you I can tell you a couple people haven't been used. Zion Quinn and Odyssey Jones. Both of them haven't been seen ever again since the draft.
Correct. And CM Punk was reportedly at backstage at Raw, but was kicked out by Vince McMahon.
Yes,
Yeah,
that happened like a month ago.
because he was under contract with AEW. And he didn't want to get sued for contract tampering. And that's what Punk was told. He was told to leave because he was under contract with AEW, and they don't want any problems with AEW's legal team.
Well, I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joker, are you still shocked that Wade Barrett won the championship?
Yes.
Yeah. The full hammer out of nowhere was good, though.
Yes, I can agree with that.
Hey, I can say
Alba.
My investment once again pays fruitful. Speaking of which,
Alba,
I need to get back to LA Knight at some point. Maybe that could be the next guy that I have face. Tommaso.
Alba, you got a Kinder stick broke over your head.
Yeah, Joker, I just realized something. We could use the Women's UK title for this, because all of the women here are from the UK.
Doudrop, you're failing me. Okay, I know who 3 of them are. I don't know who the one against Barrett is.
Jamie Hayter. How do you not know Jamie Hayter? She's like AEW's most popular woman.
I don't pay attention at all.
Well, I guess fair enough. I guess I was gonna say something mean, but I
really
chose not to.
I don't really pay attention. I mean, I didn't even know R-Truth had a different name at one point. Joker had to tell me that.
Well, Ron the Truth Killings?
No, Take-Wait.
What? R-Truth has never named
Joker.
Keith Lee.
Take-Wait. Not Take-Wait. The buffoon.
And you ladies are giving it your all on the outside, but get in the ring.
Joker, you know who I'm talking about.
Yes, I know.
What, Bearcat Lee?
2001 R-Truth. That's Keith Lee, not Take-Wait.
I know, your mic was lagging out. It sounded like Keith Lee.
No, Take-Wait.
K-Quip.
Yes.
Why was it R-Quip?
No, Take-Wait.
Nah.
Joker explained it as fool.
I mean...
Joker, don't explain, because I don't really even care. It's fucking R-Truth. Last time he was relevant was when he was fighting John Cena.
That was his little Jimmy gimmick.
That was his best gimmick, too.
Not wrong it was.
Yes. Crazy R-Truth was good.
And I absolutely loved this tag team with The Miz.
I kind of like this tag team with John Purcell.
Wait, R-Truth was in a tag team with John?
Yeah, they were both fired at the same time.
I remember that now. They were fighting The Miz and Big Show, if I recall.
Yes. And they were both fired at the
Joker's
same
favorite
time
tag team, Show Miz.
But I hated that thing.
They had an awesome theme song, though. Pun intended.
Yes, it did.
As one of the better
best tag team
remixes of two people's songs.
My favorite tag team with Big Show was the one where he was teaming with Chris Jericho.
The Tiara Show?
I really like that team, and I also like Big Show and Kane.
Yeah, Big Show and Kane was not a terrible tag team.
Finally.
You're up here, the only one not in the ring. Up there. Wait. Doudrop, what are you doing? Hammer. Oh, kicked in the face. Choker, you die.
You're not allowed. No. You think I'm gonna shed all over this match because it's a women's match? No. I'm not that predictable.
I was thinking you were going to die.
No.
I am portal.
1, 2. Almost. Almost the end of the match. 2.
Come on, we only need one more.
Reversal.
Hey, be grateful that they're back in the ring.
True, very true. Jamie, what the fuck were you swinging at there with the baseball bat? Oh! I swung with 2 hops and...
Tucker, it's not Doudrop.
Doudrop. That!
Ah, come on. I'm fine with that.
Hey, Dunne.
Note to self: falls count anywhere for fatal 4-ways from now on.
Indeed.
Alright, nice to see Doudrop and Jamie Hayter get their steps in for the day.
Grayson Waller wants Jey Uso fired.
That was not an instant classic game. That was
No, it's not.
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, this next match should lighten our mood.
Yes, it's a go bag quicker.
Santos Escobar versus JD McDonagh for the Light Heavyweight Championship.
This is either going to be a 2-star dud or 5-star classic.
Hey, they gave Joker his first 5-star. So let's hope they can live up to their last match on Raw for the title. If not, then blame Joker.
Oh. They had a good match on Raw. So they either repeat it or they flop. One or the other.
Yes, I hope they don't flop.
But that's usually how it goes. You get a good match, then at the pay-per-view, it's a flop. WWE's done that a couple of times.
More than a couple.
they're on the show. The contestants give a really good match, and then they flop on the pay-per-view.
Oh, who do you guys think's gonna win?
Honestly, I
Santos.
think JD retain.
I'm kind of going with Santos on this.
Oh, and I decided that after the show, we will be picking 3 people. Jesse will get 2 since he already got 1. To add to the roster.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
My Joker did get RVD from me.
Yes, remember, we can get a trade or we can bring in someone new. And then after that, we'll be having a draft episode. That should be fun. I still have to get a draft arena. Fuck.
Indeed.
I need at least some logos for that.
Excuse me.
Cheers.
Probably should not have had that. 2 later, Mr.
Yeah, let's see who's gonna walk out the light heavyweight champion. Yeah, this might be controversial, but I like the light heavyweight title's design more than the cruiserweight title. I know, the cruiserweight title always just looks so bland to me. I'm referring to the old one. I know, at least I can say that the, well, former modern title actually had some color to it. It had a purple strap.
True.
I hope they bring that one back in for the next game. Alright, people may say, well, why would you want that? They still have the NXT title. Well, I'd still want them to keep the WWE UK Championship in the next game, too. Because I want to use that belt.
Titles.
Yes, keep them all. And for Christ's sake, bring in the WCW Television Championship. And some of the old women's titles. To do that?
Is WWE smart enough to do that? No, they're not.
Yes, Jugger, who do you want to win?
I said JD.
Yeah, I'm
but
going with
JD
too.
Santos.
He's going JD, I'm going Santos.
And I'm going JD.
So it's 2 against 1.
Yep. Spinebuster. I'm Joker Bear believe that JD is high on my list.
I kind of want to still Santos. I kind of want to still Santos.
You have to get Legado for that.
I know this. Kick in the face, kick in the face.
You know, speaking of tag teams, I wonder what happened to Pretty Deadly on Joker's show.
Hey, as I said, I will get to them.
And they fought... They fought... Who did they even fight? I don't even remember who they fought.
Viking Raiders.
Nah, I thought that was the Underhills.
Hang on, I'm trying to think. I don't remember. Joker?
I guess it... Well, the only ones that have a pinfall victory are the Vikings, but I know that was already against Bruce. So it has to be Legato.
Yep, they lost the Legato.
Because I already know House of Black, their first victory was against Judgment Day.
Legato.
Yeah, Santos, you look dead.
He probably is dead.
Nope, he's back. And now he might be dead. Nope, he never sold it. McDonagh, what are you what are you planning?
I know the... Oh, I thought I was going for the Phantom Driver.
Nope, he was going for Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes would have been just to the turnbuckle, not the rope.
Oh.
Delete. Jawbreaker. Jawbreaker.
Phantom Driver. 1, 2, kick out.
It's not over yet, Jagger.
JD, I don't think you want to be there.
Oh.
I was right.
Fine, Santos.
Neckbreaker by JD. Yeah, they're almost there, Jagger.
Yeah.
I think our star rating is broken. Nope. Submission. He got it reached in. JD taps. Well, Joker, I guess two of us are disappointed.
Wow. I thought Santos was gonna win anyway.
I was right. Oh, wait. Joker, I had way too much soda.
And way too much soda.
Yeah, 2 liters and a
Well, Joker, he did it. He finally won the championship again. Let's see how long it lasts. Your new
Joker.
light heavyweight champion.
Yes, Santos Escobar.
Joker.
Yeah.
Now this goes to our last match on Raw. Alright.
Yes.
So up next, The Underhills defend the World Tag Team Championships against the Viking Raiders. So this is round 2 for these two teams. I'd say the Underhills come out victorious this time around.
Yeah, indeed.
Speaking of which, Joker, Wade Barrett, well, he came into my office during the break, and he wanted me to inform you that he's afraid he has some bad news for you. You see, the very thought of being a Raw competitor sickened him to the very core, being on the worst show of this universe so far. So he's came to me and basically wanted me to enact, well, our option C. So he has vacated the title for a shot at Tommaso Ciampa's World Heavyweight Championship.
Wade, you can't do that until 3 successful defenses.
We got rid of that rule, remember? What part of force didn't you get? And hey, I'm the Smackdown GM, and Wade is my character. Well, part of my roster till the end of the night, so I figured, well, I had the authority to accept his request. So, from here on out, the hardcore title is retired. Of course, I could always just give it to Santos instead. Oh yeah, Wade also had some good news for you, Joker. He wanted me to tell you that he hopes that you and Bruce have a wonderful honeymoon together.
Bruce will not get that at all.
So yeah, good news, Barrett strikes again.
No, he's bad news, Barrett.
So yeah, Joker, I will leave that to your decision, since the hardcore title is still technically a Raw belt until after the show. So, is Santos Escobar retiring the light heavyweight title? Or is he gonna keep that and you retire the hardcore title?
I'll keep my hardcore title.
Yeah, there you have it. Santos Escobar. We need you in a backstage skit ASAP so we can trade championships. But yes, the church is alive and well, Joker. And Bruce tells me that after tonight, he is going to go all in on his god.
Bruce, that will never, ever happen.
After all, Bruce tells me that he means the world to you. That's why he is the World Tag Team Champion. Yeah, knowing you, Joker, I'm sure you're hoping that he has a similar experience to Jackal tonight.
Or he loses? Yeah.
Well, will he win tonight is the question, and the match that counts.
I honestly don't think he will.
You didn't think Blake Baker would win the world title either from Valen, and look what happened.
So that was just a one-time weird coincidence.
I do remember that, right, Jacker? No Mercy? Or Bad Blood?
Yes.
One of our best pay-per-views that we put on.
Yes,
Valen Navitz versus Blake Baker inside a 60-minute Hell in a Cell match. Or as now we're calling it, the Devil's Playground match.
Yes.
I still wish we could do an actual Devil's Playground match. In which case that would be a one-on-one inside the Elimination Chamber.
What, would we fill it full of weapons?
I wish.
That would be a crazy match, though.
Ah, did you see the Miz? What the hell, Bruce? That wasn't Joker, you're... no.
Oh, driver.
I think that was the move that won him the tag titles, if I recall.
Yes. A pile driver.
So, Joker, just out of curiosity, what's gonna happen to Rick if Bruce loses tonight? Is he leaving too?
No, I'm gonna be using him as a singles competitor.
So he's going back to jolly old Rick.
Yes.
Jolly old Saint Rick.
Rick's like, I didn't need Bruce to
Oh.
begin with, so why would I need him afterwards?
Hey, it seems like whoever we pair with Bruce, they work as a team.
Yeah.
Up, pinfall.
And it's broken up.
No, it was a kick out.
Well, that's why I call it kick out time breakups, because the pin is being broken.
You
Makes
know,
sense.
thinking about it now, I should probably make a duplicate of this universe. Just in case the universe breaks, like it usually does for custom arenas and stuff.
I agree with you on that one.
Oh, and to be clear, we're all getting our own custom arena. Raw, Smackdown, NXT. So someone's gonna have to get the axe. So far, that pick is probably gonna be Tegan Knox. And
Poor
there's
Tegan.
Bruce with the one-night stand. He can't wait to do that with Joker.
Worse, that will never happen.
And death row. 1, 2.
2. Kick out.
But yes, Joker, how you feeling after Jackal's defeat?
Jackal was just saving his energy.
He lost.
He was saving his energy.
So he lost.
Yes, I will say Jackal lost, but he was saving his energy.
Alright, tonight may be a great night for Bruce when you think about it. Not only is he about to become the WWE champion, but he's gonna get a date with you and you get to say, I love you, Bruce, at the end of the show.
Never.
That was a part of the contract. If not, then Jackal is fired.
If Bruce wins, I will do it. If he loses, he
And
will
there's the
never,
all-in DDT.
ever get it.
No, he'll be dead. He will be
He'll drop dead.
deleted.
He'll be dropped dead.
He will never return because this is the last game we're having him anyway.
Exactly.
And Jackal, will his reign of terror continue?
That's a good question.
He's been champion for an entire year so far.
For the most part, yes. He has.
Hey, is Jackal running out of juice is the question, because he's losing a lot lately.
I don't think Jackal's running out of juice.
Nah, maybe
But
it's
yeah,
just all the injuries from all the insane matches he's been having. Yeah, Jesse, you've been quiet.
Yes.
The Bunny Destroyer.
I still can't believe we gave him the Bunny Destroyer.
Oh. Bruce almost retained the titles. That's something
Yeah,
Jackal couldn't
he
do
did.
tonight.
Jackal's only lost one title so far, so...
Yep, 2 left. You might lose another one too by the end of the night. But yeah, Joker, aren't you afraid that Jackal might just throw the match since he doesn't like you? Then again,
Jackal?
I'm sure he likes the world title just as much. Well, more.
I think Ricky's busted.
Yeah, once again, these two teams are absolutely trying to kill each other.
Yes they are.
And am I gonna have to split this into 2 parts?
Potentially, yes.
Hey, jerker.
Yes.
Ah, there's a wasteland by Bruce. And homage to our new #1 contender, Bad News Barrett.
Yeah.
The man who defeated Jackal earlier tonight.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, so Jackal tells me that he's finally glad that some people on the roster are finally worthy of his time. Either that or his body's finally given out on him, Joker.
I mean, Jackal
And
is
Jackal is
50
our
gold.
Orange Cassidy. Oh, look at that, the guillotine choke.
Hey, jerker. I win.
Yes, you did.
Ah, you guys aren't even watching, are you?
I won.
I was too. I was.
My big question is, like, can Hanson...
Who's Hanson?
Oh, yeah. I forget. Can Ivar and Eric pull it off?
Oh, I mean in general,
Yeah.
who's Hanson? It's Hanson.
1, 2...
Oh.
Ivar almost got the pin.
Hein Hansen is a much better name. It should have just kept Raymond Rowe.
Oh. Jerker. I'm playing it.
After the show. Oh, another pile driver. So this in the Underhill. 1, 2. Damn it, Rick.
Ah, spin kick and he missed.
Shit, what?
And here comes Bruce.
Big man got spanked.
I'm curious, Sugar, do you miss the Velveteen Dream? And there's the go-home driver. Oh, why not?
Why? Dude, I have never liked him.
His in-ring style was not that bad.
Oh, I'll admit, I did not like the Velveteen Dream when he first appeared. Then he won me over with being so charismatic. Oh, that was close.
When he first appeared, yeah, I did not like him at all.
Death row.
Death row. Why?
Aww.
Especially his Patrick Clark gimmick.
Oh, I hated Patrick Clark. Oh, they almost had it.
Then when he turned into the Velveteen Dream and he had that feud with Roderick Strong that I did not like. That was just a dumb feud.
I think his best feud was against Alistair.
I think it was against Ricochet.
Ricochet and Alistair were two of his best, and then he had a proper with Roderick Strong, which I was not a fan of.
Or Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle was a good one.
Yeah.
Broken Arrow.
Yeah, I mean, I swear that guy would probably be a megastar today if his whole, well, backstage issues didn't become that big of a problem.
He could be. Velveteen Dream could be coming back.
I doubt it. He just got arrested for drugs, if I recall.
I've not heard that one yet.
I think it happened a few months ago. And all I heard is he got arrested for possession or something like that. I could be wrong.
I know Triple H was interested in bringing him back.
Triple H is interested in bringing everyone back.
Good day.
He's probably interested in bringing CM Punk back, and nobody wants it.
Vince would want it just for money.
Does Vince even know who CM Punk is?
Yes.
And he probably forgot who CM Punk even is.
He knows CM Punk is the man who ran off with his title.
So so it looks like if the Dream did ever come back, you can't use the Velveteen Dream anymore. The trademark expired 2 weeks ago, and WWE didn't renew it.
Wow.
So yeah, he's not coming back.
He could under a different name.
Oh yes, they did almost bring him back, and well, a while ago, I guess.
If he comes back, he could come back under his real name.
No, we don't want Patrick Clark, we want the Dream. Okay, so the Dream was arrested in 2022 for battery. Yeah, as far as as far as his whole sexual misconduct thing, I will just take WWE's word for it. They didn't find anything. So yeah, I'm willing just to take their word for it that it just didn't happen. Or was just taken out of context, like most things are nowadays.
Yeah, unless WWE's trying to cover it up.
I mean, Vince.
Vince would definitely do it, especially if he
I
thinks
know.
he can make money.
I think it's more so of what happened to, God, what was his name? Enzo. They fired him for the same thing, and that turned out to be fake.
Yeah, but they never brought Enzo back.
Yeah, because nobody liked him.
When he was paired up with Big Cass, everybody seemed to like him.
I was talking about backstage.
Yeah.
He was in trouble backstage. That's pretty much the same thing that happened to Velveteen.
Oh.
And greetings from Asbury Park.
1, 2,
The Viking Raiders are now 2-0 against the Underhills, probably for the last time. Sad this is Bruce's last night. Well, he could not defeat the Vikings.
Yes, he's putting over younger talent.
Are the Vikings really that young though?
I think they're in their 30s. So I guess that explains why Vince never liked them.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Well, hopefully I have some dominant tag team champions right now.
They're undefeated so far. So Joker, when is Valhalla coming in? So Hanson, Ivar, is 39. Eric is 39.
They're both 39. Uh-huh.
Is Sarah Logan 39? She's 29. We were close.
I was literally about to say, I think she's 30. No, she's not.
Also, I was wrong this entire time. Ivar is not married to Sarah Logan. Eric is.
So sorry, I'm just looking for a drink.
So both of the Viking Raiders are 39.
Wow.
And yes, they do. What do you think, Joker, of your new World Tag Team Champions?
Hey, I hope they do well. You know, because the first feud is going to be with Pretty Deadly.
Pretty Deadly. Dunne during a title match. They haven't won a fucking match yet, Joker.
Hey, they can beat the Vikings and they can earn a title shot.
Jesse, did you lose Vince McMahon recently, by any chance? Because this sounds like a Vince move if I ever seen it or heard it.
Vince did say he was going on vacation, so.
You know what? The Hollywood Hitmen, you know, they can go after the Viking Raiders.
Fair enough, but yes, this next match will be for the WWE Tag Team Championships. It will be Bad Money's Blake Baker and Ben Madden, the Hap Brothers taking on Imperium's Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser.
Yes, let's see if Bad Money can bring home the gold.
Yes, and let's see who finally wins this trilogy. Because remember, Joker, the first time Bad Money and Imperium met at Money in the Bank 3 years ago now. Can you believe it? Imperium won. At least I think it was Bad Money that was in that match. And then at the start of this game season, Bad Money got their retribution and won the tag team titles. And now here we are.
Yep, a weird little trilogy.
I know they fought more times than that. But hey, I'm mainly counting their first encounters for every season, and this is sort of a new season. It's a soft reboot of Season 3. So, Jesse, who do you think's gonna win?
Imperium.
I think Bad Money can do it.
If I recall correctly, Bad Bunny could not defeat Imperium on their own. Their only victory over them so far was in a countout. Well, Giovanni Vinci picked up the victory over Blake. Or was it Ben? I forget. I think it was Ben.
I think
Giovanni beat Ben. Blake beat Ludwig by countout.
Oh, Joker, guess what happened on Raw tonight? We had 2 women's matches back to back. The first match was Shayna Baszler versus Zoe Stark.
Yep, and Zoe passed out.
Yeah, then the 2 fist bumps, so I guess they're the newest tag team of the month. Honestly, I don't hate the idea of the team, I just want them to retire those fucking tag team titles since Piper's out now.
Yeah, Curse.
The
Speaking
Curse,
of which,
and then Raquel against
Chelsea. It's
yes,
Chelsea.
and Chelsea got powerbomb.
I took a shower during this match. So that's how much I tell you I cared.
It was a short match. But next week, Raquel will face Rhea Ripley for the title again. This time, Downing Exterior will be banned from ringside.
Yeah, they're still piping in booze for Dom.
Oh, and
it's really noticeable now.
And Dominic went and offered Jey Uso a spot in the Judgment Day.
Yeah, the Judgment Day was really in the recruiting mood today. I know, looks like JD is now an official member, and now they're trying to recruit Jey.
Yep, they were talking about adding JD.
JD is pretty much confirmed now at this point. But hey, I was a little bit worried they were going to kick Damien out first. I'm glad they didn't.
Well, it looks like
money.
The interesting thing is Rhea.
Huh?
The interesting thing is Rhea said to Dominic, "Oh, we'll talk about the other thing later." Whatever that meant.
I wonder if the other thing was helping JD out.
I have no idea.
Or just seeing if JD would sacrifice himself for Dom.
Well,
it was pretty much accepted after that, so that's my vote at least.
Yeah. But I find it interesting that Dominic was the one who decided to throw the idea to Jey about Jordan.
The Judgment Day has no real leader.
Yeah, they do. It's Finn.
No, it's Rhea.
Finn already said WWE has already stated several times during WrestleMania that Finn Balor was the leader of Judgment Day.
Yeah, but then you ever notice when Finn and Damien were...
Oh, trust me, I'm all aboard the Rhea Ripley's the leader bandwagon.
Oh, yeah. Like,
the moment
even
those
Finn Balor says that Judgment Day has no leader, but if they did have one, yeah. It's fucking Rhea. She's a monster.
Especially when those two can't get along. She takes charge and everybody seems to listen.
And wouldn't you listen to her?
No, I would not.
He doesn't like his mommy.
I don't like her and I don't like Dominic.
Oh, that reminds me, Joker. Since you are in desperate need of some new people, I decided to give you back Dominic.
And I can barely stand Finn.
I know.
The only one I want The only one I like is Damien.
Well, all I will say about that is try sitting down next time.
But yes, it was interesting. The two people that fought each other in singles competition were fighting each other for the longest time, and now Giovanni is going after Blake, and Van is going after Ludwig.
And for the bloodline, the only one I like is Cheers, so.
Yeah, I like your tribal chief.
Nope.
How about your tribal chief?
No.
Oh, the arm. Oh, crossface.
Well, we all know that Bruce acknowledges his tribal chief.
Not a fan of Sikoa. Not a fan of
Oh, I
Roman.
absolutely love Solo Sikoa. He's the closest thing to Umaga we could ever get.
That is the only good thing about him.
Yes, and then Maga's son is wrestling, so if he ever comes into WWE, that'll be the other closest thing.
He's already training at the Performance Center, or if he gets into NXT, he's a different story.
Oh, I heard about that. I heard that people are already wanting him to join the Bloodline. Well, that ain't happening anymore. There is no Bloodline.
Technically, there still is with Roman and Sikoa.
No Bloodline.
Yep, Roman.
And Jimmy could be rejoining.
And Blake
No,
Brainbuster.
Oh, the suicide dive.
Yeah, so the two are going after their respective archenemies in Imperium.
And it's interesting, somebody's going to get drafted to Smackdown for Jay switching brands.
We know who it is.
Cody.
It's Cody. Cody's getting drafted.
Keep Roman going.
And there's a reason why Cody was out there. Even if they didn't do that segment, I'd still say it's Cody.
1, 2.
Oh, Giovanni almost got him.
Yeah.
Just to throw everything off, it could be one of the Judgment Day members.
Oh, God, no.
It could be. You never know. If Vince thinks there'll be money in it, he could go, let's just drive a wedge between the Judgment Day and the Bloodline and cause a huge mess.
Speaking of which, I think I have the War Games match already.
The
Kevin
stock
Owens,
market.
Sami Zayn, Tommaso Ciampa, and Johnny Gargano versus the Judgment Day.
2.
An interesting thing is Rhea Ripley says the Bloodline's dead. I don't think Roman or Sikoa is going to let that slide.
Does Roman even care? And Giovanni with
He might
the
care.
fisherman driver.
I mean, he
fireman's
might care.
carry driver. What was that, Giovanni?
I mean, he does think he's the tribal chief. And he can't really be a tribal chief without the Bloodline.
Pop-up cutter. Oh, Bandit went for a shining wizard on Ludwig.
Yes, we are losing the shiniest wizard, Ben.
And
Thanks
pop-up
for
cutter
acknowledging.
again.
And Kaiser.
Oh.
I still can't believe that's his
wait.
finisher.
1, 2.
Oh, they almost did it, Jugger.
I can't believe Lana debuted in AEW.
Was it really her?
Yes, Lana showed up.
CJ Perry.
Yeah, I know it was her. Rusev was playing off as a hallucination. She still looks like a stripper. when she was
showed up
with Dolph.
Showed up and helped Ursula's, or Mirror, whatever you want to call him now.
Now, Joker, who are you rooting for? Obviously, me and Jesse are rooting for Imperium and DDT.
1, 2.
So I guess he did have that DDT after all.
Well, the White Kaiser.
Blake's taunting.
Blake says this is going to be the end.
Oh, kick to the face.
Well, it might be the end. Kaiser's the only one left.
Oh, shoulder breaker.
And
Stock market.
Stock market crash. Elbow drop.
1, 2.
Kaiser kicked out. The man's a beast. That's
The overdose.
Gio kicks it. Breaks it up.
Stomp on the head. I mean, that is a way to break up a pin. Just stomp a guy on the head.
Yeah, Joker, who are you rooting for?
Bad money.
Whee! Flying.
Oh. That was a nasty kick. Will that do him in?
1, 2, 3.
They did it, Joker.
Those two are still fighting over there.
Blake, Bannon, what the hell?
I mean, one of them just got kicked. Well, there goes a flying him. And then...
And you can't really blame her. Look at that nasty kick. To Ben's face.
That was a knockout shot.
Yes, it was. And Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser retain the WWE Championships.
Joker, I don't think even you would kick out of that.
Joker wouldn't have kicked out of the DDT. And I'm talking about regular DDT, not Kaiser's DDT.
I wouldn't know about that. I've hit him with a DDT. He kicked out.
Okay, fair enough.
He did not kick out when I threw him off of his own house.
But yes, Joker, both of our tag team championship matches were 5-star.
Yes, indeed.
But hey, I guess Jesse will be the determining factor. Which one of our tag team matches was the better one?
They're both good, but I gotta say... the Viking Graders against Underhills was pretty good.
Fair
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, up next. The United Kingdom Champion Pack defends against the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne.
As far as ending goes, Spectre, you had the better ending.
The knockout kick
A knockout
with
kick out of
Giovanni doing
nowhere.
a Samoan drop. And there's Pete.
But overall match was the Underhills against the Viking Graders.
I may have to go back to Butch. His weird clipping arm is already getting to me. I don't want to.
Pete, you look like
Sorry, I still have indigestion Arby's the other day.
No, there's a reason why WWE got rid of this song only after one appearance. It sucked.
Pete, I think there's something wrong with your right arm.
I can see inside of him, just like Joker's gonna see inside of Bruce at the end of the night.
No, Jackal is gonna beat Bruce.
I'm curious, who are you rooting for in that match? Jesse. We all rooting for Jackal? I just think it'd be funny if Bruce won, and then we get to hear all about how, well, Joker and Bruce's honeymoon went.
Just because I know it'll make Joker a little mad at it. I'm rooting for Bruce.
Of course you are.
How about this match?
The bastard act.
Joker.
Pete.
I would root for Pete, but I like Butch better. So, nope.
I still have no idea why they gave him this title entrance instead of, well, Neville's. Oh, and Joker, I've been playing the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga since it was on Game Pass, and I can say that game really hates Jar Jar.
Jar Jar Binks.
I hate Jar Jar.
And I will just say at one point in the game he gets into a fight over a door and gets his tongue stuck inside said door. So
Sounds
overall,
like
I think it's good. Is it as good as the original? No.
Tongue stuck in a door? That sounds like what Joker's going to want to do after his date with Bruce.
I'll probably want to lick a cactus after that date with Bruce.
Yes, they're gonna hug, they're gonna kiss.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, especially if Bruce decides when you're not looking to still kiss.
I will scrub my mouth with a fucking porcupine if I have to after that.
Yeah, you know what? I think I agree with what JD from New York says. Gunther should win the Royal Rumble as Intercontinental Champion and challenge Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. And by the end of the night, hold both the World Heavyweights and Intercontinental Championships.
Pete, you ate 4. Pete, you ate 4 again.
He almost ate Gable.
Also, Joker, this one might interest you. WWE is reportedly planning to debut new championships on Raw.
Yep.
Is that those mythical tag team titles that I keep hearing about every year?
Title.
Packed, you ate 4.
I say this, can we get a new Women's World Championship and WWE Women's Championship title design?
Pack, what the heck are you? Okay, Pack decided to clear off the table.
Oh, and Joker, this might make you very happy, but after Chad Gable lost to Gunther tonight, the cameraman, we got a great shot of his kids crying.
Yes, Chad Gable's daughter was at ringside crying. Almost immediately after the match ended.
Drop kick. Hey, I'm just happy they're giving Gunther a long run at the Intercontinental Championship.
He's the longest running Intercontinental Champion. On top man goes to second.
Yes, the Yonky Donkey Man. Pete. Pete.
I know.
Pete. Oh, snaps the arm.
And there we have it. The longest reign. Gunther.
Of modern history.
Of
all time.
history.
He is the longest reigning Intercontinental champion of all time.
The 20 years ago, it was Hockey Champion.
Actually, it was over 30 years ago. At least that's what Michael Cole said.
Yeah, might be 30.
And Gunther will probably hold that title record for another 30.
Oh, The Miz went on a rampage and attacked an invisible John Cena.
Oh, I saw. I was questioning my very existence at that moment.
It was funny, he hit the skull cushion finale on an invisible John Cena.
And I will say,
Miz.
I laughed, but at the same time, I was embarrassed.
I was embarrassed for The Miz and questioning.
I'm surprised he didn't have a cardboard cutout of Cena and did it for that. That would have been funnier.
I was literally
Paint, not the finger.
I was thinking Miz was on drugs. Oh, Mr. Money in the Bank Damian Priest gets a new Money in the Bank briefcase. That now says Senor Mr. Money in the Bank.
Well, at least he gets a custom Money in the Bank. We haven't had one of those in a while, besides Otis.
It's now blue.
Yeah, I
Not
think that
green.
was purple.
Purple, blue, same difference.
Oh, pile driver. Pack, I think you're a little too far away.
Nope.
Boom.
Akira Tozawa being the man to dethrone Roman.
That would actually be one of the worst decisions.
That would be terrible, yes, but it would be hilarious.
It would be hilarious, but it would literally bury Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I thought that was the point.
And if they still want Roman, if they still want to make money off of Roman, they can't afford to do that.
What are you talking about? Yes, I could. Another pile driver.
Not if they still want to make money off of Roman, because after that, Roman would be a laughing stock.
Oh, the reversal by Pete Dunne.
Pete, what are you? Pete, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, he stomped on the arm. Trying to break the elbow of Pat.
Trying to break the back at the moment. He's kicked him in the back twice.
Pac, Pete, y'all have put on the worst match so far tonight. Oh, and Pac, that's what you get for talking shit.
He was talking to the announcers. Why yell at the announcers?
Yeah, why scream at our silent announcers and the big boot?
Pete's busted. I mean, no, Pat's busted.
Yes, and another snap in the arm. Fuck's sake.
Pete, Pac, Neville, you might have a broken arm.
And he's going after the fingers. Oh, he's going for the bitter end. Bitter. Sweet taste in your mouth of the bitter end.
1,
1, 2. Check out my pack.
Pac's like, you've only damaged my arm. You haven't damaged me.
Oh, the blood is pouring out of him now.
Oh, Pac throws him to the outside of the ring.
Pac's like, get the hell out of my ring.
They set them up for a suicide, huh?
Dwee.
Oh, suicide dive.
Well,
And
Jackal, it
he's
sounds like the fans disagree with you. This is awesome.
This is literally, in my opinion, the worst match of the night. Oh, the monkey foot.
I mean, it is fast-paced, I'll give it that.
Suplex.
Uh-oh. No.
Oh,
Well,
roll up. 1. And a check out by Pete. And Neville.
Oh.
Oh. A running Hurricanrana face buster. Oh. Power slam.
ow.
Oh.
And
Sweeps the leg. Oh. Kick to the face.
Neville's coming back.
Oh. The super kick.
Oh, so you'll call him Neville, but you won't call Alistair Black Alistair?
Well, I was calling him Pact, but I kept confusing him with Pete, so...
Ah,
Both
fair.
Oh.
Pete names. And Flying Neville.
A corkscrew. Spiral.
And I will say this, it was hilarious when Pac fought Gravity.
Yeah.
Gravity wins.
Absolutely loved the comedic effect where he just said, "You forgot about me." And then Pac killed him.
What? Oh, sweep of the leg. Oh, no. Oh, almost into the table.
I think Pac was trying. Or Neville. He was trying.
They're back out into the ring. Oh, the chop. Neville no-sold it. Suplex. Oh, fuck.
So I guess it's official, I'm just gonna have to change his name to Neville.
At least when these two are fighting, yes.
Pack.
The bastard Neville.
Now, King of the Cruiserweights.
Pete.
You don't even have the Cruiserweight title anymore. He's the king of the UK.
He's still the king. Something.
Oh, super kick to the back of the neck.
And looks like Pac is looking to end this. Nope.
No black arrow for him.
And Joker said this match sucked.
1, 2.
Look at that,
Yeah.
almost a
Nice
5-star
back
classic.
That's
And
3.5. Oh, kick in the face.
And well, there's still its Black Arrow. Rope break.
Rope break! Oh my god. Pete and then Neville's wife, Pat.
And Pac.
Neville was looking at Pete like, you motherfucker.
Brutalizer.
Stay down, you son of a bitch.
He dapped.
I mean, that was a good sequence there, I will admit.
Neville was like, okay, you ain't gonna stay down after that, okay, fine.
So Pac is still the bastard of the UK. And the UK's champion.
I mean, like, hey, it's good to have a fast-paced match.
I think that should have been a higher ranking than it was, but the game says otherwise.
Alright, I think I might have enough time for one more. It just depends on which match that is. I think it's the United States. I'll just have to make a false count anywhere. Hey, yes, give it up to the bastard pack.
Well, he did, earn it.
And Joker said the match sucked. Ah. He was proven wrong.
Like at the beginning when it was slow, yes, it was.
Should we try a steel cage?
Anywhere. Sure, steel cage, why not? Fuck it, let's see how it goes.
Steel cage or ladder, one or the other.
No, ladder matches take forever.
Alright, then tomorrow we do our final 3 matches. Yes, up next, we have decided it will be a steel cage match for the United States Championship.
Yes, for my United States Championship, and so these 3 men can't run anywhere. They'll be locked inside that 15-foot high steel cage.
Ladder matches take forever. Not my tag team ladder match. Take and not even get past 2 stars.
The AI can be done. But here he is, Rob Van Dam. He's been on a little bit of a rough streak so far on my show.
They lost his debut match.
Maybe he can turn it around tonight by defeating Chad Gable and Austin Theory for the United States Championship.
Spectre, where are you at?
Rob. But I'm a Rob Van Dam fan. 100%.
I'm going with anybody but Theory.
So if the referee won, you'd want him?
If the ref won, I'd cheer for the ref.
And here he is, Theory! Austin Theory!
I'm rooting for anybody but Austin Theory. I'll even root for Michael Cole.
He's not even in the match.
How about Dominic Mysterio?
Yes. Even Dominic.
So as Austin Theory your most hated wrestler?
It's either him or Dominic, but I gotta say it's Austin Theory.
Of course he hates Theory more.
I mean, as much as I hate him, I even gotta say I would even cheer for Logan Paul against Austin Theory.
And then the final man in this match, the United States Champion himself, part of the Alpha Academy, Master Chad Gable.
It's Master Gable. Thank you.
Master Gable. Thank you.
I would probably even root for Sikoa and Roman Reigns, and I hate both of those two. I'd probably be cheer for Miz.
Funny enough, that's someone high on my list.
I hate the Miz.
I think everyone hates the Miz.
But I would cheer for the
he's
Miz.
fine.
I would cheer for the Miz over Theory. I would cheer for Vince Russo over Theory.
Well, there goes the title. It's been raised in the air. The steel cage is coming down.
I would even cheer for Vince McMahon over Theory.
Oh, Theory.
How about
took
Eva
up
Marie?
Rob.
Even her.
Okay, we need to do someone that isn't hot. How about Joey Ryan?
Even him.
Shark Boy.
Even Short Boy. Even the Gobbledygooker.
How about Bastion
Rob.
Booger?
No idea who that is.
He's
Well,
the Booger
Rob was
Man.
he was trying to go for an easy early escape.
And Joker knows Bastion Booger.
Yes, he was a fat man with a fat gimmick, and his finisher is he literally.
He also had the
teabagged
worst
you.
theme song I've ever heard.
I would.
It's literally just him saying, "I'm the Booger Man," followed by him snoring for 2 minutes.
Yes, and then his finisher is literally like a weird dancing teabag to the face.
It's the bonsai
even
drop.
I
The
would
only
even
difference
root for
is it
him.
looks like he's wearing, a diaper.
I would even root for him.
One,
over Theory.
Dude,
I doubt it.
dude,
I know,
You-
regardless of what you think of Austin Theory as a character, you can't deny he's a damn good wrestler.
He's a good wrestler.
He
but
can go.
I just hate him.
Good,
you
you're
don't know
supposed
me.
to hate him.
I would love to see a match against Austin Theory and Logan Paul.
And you don't know how much I hate Austin Theory or
Oh,
Yeah.
Chad Gable out of nowhere.
And you told me you'd root for Bastion fucking Booger. I think I can take the hint on how much you hate Theory. You probably wanted to get run over by a car tomorrow.
Down goes Gable. Oh, the pump kick.
I want him to get run over today.
Oh, the heel kick by Gable.
Today is
Man.
almost over. We only have like almost 30
Oh, another
minutes
pump kick.
left.
Yes, him go out for a midnight snack and get hit.
Oh, drop kick.
Yeah, my
Oh, now
second
he-
pick would be Austin Theory. Yeah, let's go, Rob.
Come on. Oh,
Power slam. Gable with a takedown.
I mean, Joker knows me very well.
Theory with.
Yeah,
I
just
hate
wait.
it.
If you think Austin Theory's bad now, just wait till he becomes a babyface and Vince pushes him as the next John Cena.
Oh, the split
Ah.
leg moonsault.
I hated him when Vince was pushing.
Oh, I mean as the face of the company. The next John Cena. Just wait till that era happens.
Oh,
Just wait till he is a 30-time world champion. And you hear his all day, every day theme song. All day, every day.
I mean, if that happens every time he comes on my TV, I'm just turning it off. I'm going, nope. But you already do that.
Oh, the kick by Rob.
Theory shows up, the TV goes off.
Monkey flip.
Alright, let's call the action. I think we've well established that you don't like Austin Theory. So,
Maybe.
wrestling logic means he's probably gonna win in that case.
Knowing my luck, yes.
Now, I'm
If the
gonna say
universe-
it. This steel cage looks a lot better than the Hell in a Cell.
If the universe likes me even a little bit, then Chad Gable wins.
Oh, Rob wins. Anyone but Theory.
I'm rooting for Chad here.
Well, I guess we're all rooting for someone else. I'm rooting for Rob, Joker's rooting for Theory, and Jesse's rooting for the champ, Chad Gable.
Oh, the DDT.
But
Oh, the takedown by Gable.
Gable,
And the
what do you-
airplay spin. Oh, the forearm to the back of the neck.
And Theory looking to escape.
Chad, I gotta admit, you deserve that because I have no idea what that spin does.
Oh, Rob hits Theory in the ass and he falls down. Oh, the rolling. No rolling chaos Theory.
Okay. Ow.
A punch to the head. Oh, and now he's choking Rob with his foot.
Yeah, Joker. If you're up, you want to do some Mass Effect tomorrow?
Potentially, yeah.
I'm sure you're just dying to experience the journey of him. And if you're
Yeah.
wondering, the people that made Mass Effect are the same people that made, well, SWTOR. Is Rob gonna escape?
Chad looks like he's
Oh, Chad and Theory are trying.
Chad's got a foot. Chad has got a foot.
Theory was trying to get Chad to stop him from getting Rob.
And there goes Chad.
Theory, you idiot!
And there goes Rob.
And Theory's just trying to punch him.
Well, at least they're now trying to climb over the cage. No! Don't get Theory! Get Rob! Oh, there goes Theory.
And there goes Rob. Who almost fell on Theory.
Yeah, one count. Broken up by Theory.
Rob almost squished Theory's head like a grape.
Yeah, see, Joker, triple threat steel cage matches are a lot more entertaining with 3 people.
Yeah, super kick. And thank you. It says Gable. Theory, sidewalk slam.
Spinning sidewalk.
Oh.
Rob with a networker. And Theory no sold it.
There's like, did I get hit with something?
Networker to Rob. Theory with a fall away.
Almost on Rob again.
Oh,
Boy.
Rob with a punch to the gut. Oh, Rob misses his drop kick.
Was that a drop kick or just a spin kick?
The heel hook. And Theory was broken up by Rob.
Gable almost tapped.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I
no.
was going for the Van Terminator.
Oh, the DDT.
Nah, he might be. Nope, not yet.
Oh, Northern Lights. Nice. Rob, where are you going?
Rob's like, shoo.
5-star! Oh, no! Heel kick!
I hate to be the grammar Nazi, but it's a thrust kick.
It's a whatever kick.
It's called a thrust kick. A heel kick is where you hit him in the face with your heel. A-Town down.
A-Town down. Rob breaks it up straight away. Oh,
And
knee to the
it-
bowl.
Alright, that came out of nowhere.
A knee to the mush.
Uh-oh.
A-Town down. Gable breaks it up. Holy shit. We've had 2 A-Town downs. Back to back. Theory. German suplex. Rob chips up.
Rob, what are you going for?
Rob's going for the out.
Rob's like, I'm out.
Oh, Rob's knee into the cage. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh!
Ow! The big heel kick.
Kicked in the face.
Oh, the clothesline.
And... Oh!
Oh,
Kick to the gut.
Oh, I thought it was a super kick. I thought I got him in the chin. Gable. Oh. Wow, these men really want that title. 1, 2.
Oh! That
Rob
was it.
kicks out.
Gable almost won it.
Oh, down goes Gable. Oh, Rob and Theory missed each other. Did
Nope.
nothing. Punch to the gut.
Well,
Oh, electric chair. Drop. A rushing leg sweep.
5-star? No. Maybe?
Oh my god.
Oh, I messed.
Rob, that was a 3-star.
Yeah, Rob hit no stars on that one. Yes, your head hurts, Rob. I get it. Oh no, the A-Town down coming from Austin Theory. The A-Town down.
Well, that do it.
Cable
no,
out of
no.
nowhere. Holy shit. This
Cable
might
was-
have been our best idea ever to keep these guys in this rolling chaos theory. Come on, come on. Rolling chaos theory suplex. And Rob breaks it up.
What a dick.
Indeed.
Rob's just like,
Oh.
I'm gonna kick you. Rob's just like, I'm gonna kick you in the face.
Oh, I think Gable would have had it there too.
Well, they're back. Oh. Punch him.
Shoulder breaker.
Oh!
Ow! He catches Rob in the head.
I was trying to
Rob,
do it.
Rob, you taking a nap? I think.
Oh, what?
Theory.
Hey, what are you doing?
Theory.
He did it!
Camera change!
All because of Theory.
Oh!
Theory! Makes Rob hit the mat. Theory! He was trying to stop Gable from winning, you idiot!
For once, I don't hate Theory.
I was gonna say, do you hate Theory now?
He's good for a laugh.
Theory! Fucking moron!
I don't know, did Theory even notice that Chad Gable was escaping?
No.
I don't know.
And then he just got mad at Rob for not doing anything about it.
You stopped them in the first place, you idiot.
Yeah, Chad Gable is still your United States champion.
Good job, Shorty G.
We don't call him that.
Yeah, we don't call him that horrible nickname.
I like the name, it's funny.
Up next, Gunther defends the Intercontinental Championship against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
The American roller coaster, Cody Rhodes.
So, who you got winning?
Honestly, I think Gunther's gonna retain.
Also, as of at least today's recording, Gunther is the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion.
In modern history.
Why do you keep saying modern history? It's all time, Joker. He beats everyone. He is the longest reigning champion of all time. That isn't modern. It is all time.
Yes, indeed.
And all he has, and in 2 days, he will be the longest reigning champion.
I mean, like, it'll be interesting to see who's gonna dethrone him.
Should be Chad.
Still on the Chad Gable, man.
Yeah, I am hearing a bunch of lag, so what's going on?
No doubt.
And I'm hearing myself, I'm hearing Joker.
Don't worry,
Probably
brother.
my headset.
Huh?
Don't worry, brother.
Okay, yeah, that does.
Yes.
Joker, can you get rid of that?
Yeah, so who you guys got?
As I said, I think Gunther's gonna retain.
And Jesse?
Cody.
Ladies and gentlemen, the matter is highly. What you're about to witness is dignified deformation executed by unprecedented precision. A diabolical athlete who will stop at nothing to uphold the integrity and honor of this great sport. Der Ringgeneral Gunther!
Thank you, Ludwig Kaiser, for introducing us to the Intercontinental Champion.
Zombies. Jesse inside.
And shall we try again later since you guys are preoccupied?
No, we're good.
No, we're good.
We're just about the savings, but anyway. But yes, I do think Gunther is gonna retain.
Gunther retains. Otherwise, he would be the only one losing a belt tonight, because Imperium proved their dominance by defeating Bad Money tonight.
I mean, like, a couple people have not retained their titles tonight.
Jackal. Sorry, I had a cough.
The Underhills.
Yeah, Bruce told me that Bayley didn't want to use all of his strength. You're saving that for this weekend with you.
Ha ha ha. Funny.
I think it's funny that even in game they have the fake gemstones for the title.
Yeah.
And did WWE not just let them scan the real one? Did they have to scan a prop? Well, a replica that doesn't have the real gemstones?
Probably.
Yep, probably.
And it explained why the title's so flat, because the real one, the little Earths curve up, while this one, they're just flat.
I didn't do it.
Is he gonna be okay, Joker?
Yes, you'll be fine. He just had a burp.
Skippy.
Intercontinental Championship, I'm gonna miss you in the next game.
It's still gonna be in the game. What are you talking about?
It's gonna be on your show, Joker.
Oh yeah. Oopsie poopsie.
Oh!
Cody, come on. Come on, Cody. You can do it.
Let's go, Gunther.
Yeah. Let's go, Cody.
I thought you were room for the ring general, Joker.
I am. I'm just saying, let's go, Cody.
Oh, Joker, when we finally finish this, if there's time, do you want to do the first level to Mass Effect?
It depends on what time it is.
That's what I just said. I asked earlier, but I noticed you weren't up. So, what time did you stay up? Or have you not gone to sleep yet?
I went to bed at 3 a.m.
I went to bed at 1.
Are you guys not dead yet?
I went to bed at 1 a.m., which is on the only reasons because I had nothing to do.
Sleep? You kinda did that?
I could have watched One Piece, but I decided not to.
Alright, isn't that pirate movie? Or show?
Yeah. Yeah.
How's the
For the
Netflix
1,000.
anime? I mean, how's the Netflix live action?
It's interesting. Very different than the anime. Very, very different.
Of course.
Yes.
You expect Netflix to know anime?
What Jesse says is they introduced someone in the live action series way sooner than in the anime, because in the anime it took 100 and something episodes.
For some of them, yes.
That sounds normal.
Like Mr. Seven.
And if I
Rope
recall,
March.
didn't someone else also... Yeah, didn't Netflix also rush through the Witcher books?
I believe
And
so.
introduce characters like Trish way before they... in stories they weren't even a part of. And there's the powerbomb.
1, 2. Oh, that was almost a quick match.
Basically, they took 95 chapters and mixed it all into 8 episodes.
They got my entire series just off of one book. The first one. Because that one was an anthology. And
They took
Cody,
9.
That's right.
Crossroads.
Oh no. Dos. Kick out.
Flying Cody.
Yeah, guys, how do you think of that whole thing of CM Punk was booking himself for a WWE return?
Interesting.
Hey, you never know. It could
Yeah,
happen.
so apparently he wanted out during the first time, when he was
1,
injured.
2,
and the
Yes.
All Out thing happened.
Yes, the brawl out at All Out.
Yes, apparently, someone close to Punk says that Punk was trying to get back into WWE at that time, and he wanted a WrestleMania match against Kevin Owens. Thank God that happened.
That would have been pretty interesting.
I'd much prefer Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn getting the storyline that they deserve.
There is reports that Sami Zayn could be the one traded to SmackDown.
One, two.
It's not happening. It's Cody.
It's gonna be Cody.
It could be Sami Zayn.
And with logic like that, I'd just say it could be Akira Tozawa. No, it's Cody. It's not Cody, I'd be shocked.
And if it happens to be Sami Zayn?
I'm shocked. Because Sami has nothing to do on SmackDown. He still has a lot going on Raw. And there's the powerbomb.
I agree. One. Come on. 1, 2. Kick out. Fuck.
Sami was a part of the Bloodline at one point, so he could start a feud with Roman or Sikoa.
It's done.
No. We had it. We've seen it. Get rid of it.
If Sami isn't winning, then I don't care. And we know Sami isn't winning.
Not unless it's not unless it could be a return, setting up a return for Orton.
What does Orton have to do with Sami Zayn?
You do.
Randy Orton has his opponents. It's Matt Riddle.
Unless he returns and attacks Sikoa.
And Crossface into the rope break.
Because he did lose the titles to the Usos, and since the Usos aren't together, he could wind up attacking Sikoa.
More than likely, it's gonna be Orton fighting.
I don't even think Vince would go that far.
Or the honor of Riddle.
I think Triple H would.
Damn it.
Cody won with a vertebrae.
Or he shows up and attacks Jay. Or Jimmy.
Cody did it. He beat Gunther.
That was kind of amazing that Cody hasn't won a single title this entire since he's been back.
Honestly, he should have already won one.
Yeah, the WWE Championship, and retire the Universal title and give us a new championship.
Yep, but they want to drag it out to WrestleMania.
Vince. And I still say that WWE World title was going to be the new, world title. We were only going to have one world champion.
Maybe even longer, considering Roman could actually stay with the company a little longer.
If he did, who? Who else does he have to fight? Up next, Sasha Banks versus Bayley.
For the Women's Championship.
Yes, there's no one else for Roman to fight. The only one that was really left was Bray, and that's not happening anymore.
Not unless he starts another feud with
I know, CM Punk.
Kevin Owens.
I mean, they could finish what they started with Seth after Seth gets his surgery.
I'm more convinced that that's just fake.
Why did Seth need surgery?
And as Sasha.
No, he has a legitimate back injury that he does need to get surgery for.
If he actually does go get surgery, because remember,
I would just say if he does, then he would not be taking those bumps. Or it's not as serious as they're making it out to be. Hey, just remember, this is the same company that said John Cena would be out an entire year, and he came back in like 5 months. That's the same thing about Cody, and he came back around the same time.
Cena was out, and Cena always came back early from injuries. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes did the same thing. They even announced it like a bunch of morons.
Randy Orton does.
Bayley.
Randy Orton's done the same thing, and he's out with a back injury. It's been out for over a year, so...
That belt is big.
So if Seth's back was as bad as they're saying, he'd be out just as well as Orton.
I don't know how bad his back actually is, but he does need surgery on it.
He could need surgery, but it not be that bad. But it could be just a few discs messed up. In that case, he could take some bumps like that. Just he can't really get too big.
I know who Roman can fight next. Roman
Sikoa.
Reigns versus Rhea Ripley.
Or Sikoa.
Sikoa.
No, Rhea Ripley. She's the one that ends it.
Paul Heyman.
I wouldn't even go that far, Joker. I'd fucking take Rhea Ripley in real life if that was the case.
Joker, that's a Vince Russo move.
I know, unless WWE is gonna actually use some of those NXT call-ups, there's no one else. Hell, the people they have called up, I don't even think any of them are worth the time yet. Zion
The only
Quinn.
one I can see maybe Braun Breaker.
But he's not getting called up for a long time. Tommaso Ciampa's on Raw, Joker.
Braun Breaker got called up to Raw.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he's on NXT.
He got called up to Raw during the last draft.
I don't think he did.
Nope.
They announced him on as a unsigned agent.
Yeah, that just means he can show up wherever he wants. And right now he's just staying in NXT.
And he did technically show up on Raw a couple of times.
That was just WWE's pitiful attempt to get people to actually watch NXT after they turned it into Nickelodeon. And second, no they didn't, because WWE actually does have a free agent list, and Braun Breaker's not on it. Don't believe me? Go to WWEs.com and check it out.
Braun Breaker was there, and one of the announcers said Raw's newest signee.
Okay, I could have been there, and they could have said Raw's newest signee as Dr. Robotnik.
I said Raw's newest signee, and then Braun Breaker showed up.
So, it's any surprise, Tiffany Stratton won.
Didn't
Von
watch it.
Wagner. Neither did I.
Who did Tiffany fight again?
Kiana James.
Whoever that is.
Yeah, so I was right.
It's some lady that for some reason I thought was JC Jane. Oh, shit, looks like JC Jane.
Well, Bayley got caught.
So, let me read you the free agent list. Brock Lesnar, Cedric Alexander, Dolph Ziggler, Elias, Logan Paul, MVP, Omos, Shelton Benjamin, Von Wagner, Zion Quinn.
Why is okay?
Now, I will read you
Von
all the
Wagner.
B's on Raw. Braun Strowman, Bronson Reed, Byron Saxton. That's it.
Byron Saxton. I forgot he was even part of the company.
Now, here's
Who's
all the
president?
B's on NXT's roster. Baron Corbin. Why does he still have the Happy Corbin fucking look? Blair Davenport. Boa.
Because it's old. Because it's
Booker
old.
T, Braun Breaker, Bonik, Nima, whoever that is, Brooks Jensen, and Brutus Creed.
Boa, I thought he got released.
I'm just wondering who the hell is Boa.
Boa, he's been part of the company for a while.
I never heard of the guy.
Exactly. That's why we thought he was released.
Hell, I know it was Sarai, whatever her fucking name is. Sunshine
He's not
Lady
part-
is.
He's not part of the company anymore either.
I know. Quincy Elliott's still fucking there. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh boy, NXT really went down the shitter after Triple H left. Well, got removed. I wonder if Gable Stevenson's gonna be in the next game.
Braun Breaker had a match on Raw.
That happened like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know, but I'm looking where he got called, or looking and seeing if he actually got free agent or what happened. Because I know he was called, he was named during the draft.
I didn't watch the live thing. I just read who was to watch. I just looked at the list they had, and Braun Breaker wasn't in any of it. And there's
another
the
Rose
plant. Oh yeah, I'm rooting for Bayley, by the way. Not Sasha.
1, 2.
I want Sasha to
Sasha's
win
get-
just so we can have Blair be the next in line, even though she really doesn't deserve it at this point.
Sasha's kicked out of 2 Rose plants so far.
It's the fucking Rose plant. And I like the move. I don't think it's the most impactful move, but I think it's unique enough. I do honestly wonder, what do people expect Bayley to do as a finisher? The Bayley the Belly sucks. I never really liked it. The Rose Plan at least looks impactful, depending on who she does it to.
No, Boa apparently is still part of NXT. He's re-signed, apparently.
I don't know why they even bothered to re-sign him. Oh, look at that! They added it back in, Jugger. The bank statement.
He made his return April
Oh.
April. He made his return April 7th at NXT Level Up.
And I heard Stevie Turner return.
So Boa returned April 7th and lost to Dance Chan.
Who?
Dante. D-A-N-T-E.
Dante Chin.
Yes. On NXT Level Up.
Why does NXT level up?
I
I thought
have
that was
no
a
idea.
pay-per-view.
No, it's a new series they have. And I think and I'm not sure. I think it might be online. Joker, you know NXT Level Up?
It's their version of AEW Dark.
Or main event.
Yeah. For NXT.
I still find it funny that they call it main event and no one watches it.
I forgot it even still existed.
Yeah, that's where Piper Niven and all the other Triple H rehires have disappeared to.
Did it just get changed to being strictly online?
I think it's
Probably.
on the network now.
Well, basically Peacock.
Yeah, Peacock. And
Not
thanks
Peacock.
statements.
Again.
They're in the
Right,
ropes
right.
again, Sasha. Frog splash.
Frog splash.
Tribute to Eddie.
1, 2. Kick out.
This is why Bayley's the women's champion, everyone. Not whoever Joker had as his women's champion.
Blair.
Was she really your champion, Joker?
Joker
I
jumped
can't
out
tell.
twice.
I know.
Sasha.
I just took it as Joker hates the women, so he wants to show you how much he hates the women by having the champion job out.
Let's go, Sasha.
I thought you hated Sasha.
I hate Bayley more. I actually hate Bayley more than I do,
Austin Theory.
exactly.
How could you hate Bayley? She's one of the best things that WWE has.
I hate Bayley.
Me and you have something in common. I hate her current gimmick.
Everyone hates her current gimmick. Hey, at least I can say she's putting over the next rising stars instead of going for a millionth title reign that no one's gonna remember.
Such as Charlotte.
Yeah. Hey, I will never knock Charlotte for being a great wrestler.
Charlotte ain't shit.
I'll never knock Charlotte for being a great wrestler. I will just knock her on being, selfish.
Sasha ain't shit with that suicide
And
dive.
if she cared, she'd try to make a good women's storyline with her as champion to put over someone new when she drops it. But that's not
Like
her
she
goal.
did with
Her
Rhea?
goal is just...
The second time around, not the first.
Her goal is
I
just
don't know, I
to
barely
tire
even
Dunne.
remember. And Sasha Banks wins.
Her goal is just to tie Ric Flair and Johnson.
Or beat their record.
Knowing her, she
But yeah.
probably wants to beat it.
But Flair did it in several years, or several decades. Charlotte,
Decades. She's only been there for 5 years?
Ric Flair did in several years. He was there for a while.
When did Charlotte even get called up? 2013? So it's only been
13 or
a
14.
decade?
13 or 14, so yeah. And she's already 12-time champion.
Let's give a round of applause to Bayley. She truly made that match worth it, unlike some other people. Gunther.
Sasha, yay. Defeat the Bayley.
You know what this means, right? I can now do a rematch for the title at Halloween Havoc.
Yes, you can.
Yes, Joker, looks like it'll be 9 by the time this match is over. So, maybe we can do Mass Effect after that. But yes, everyone, it is time for the main event. Bruce Underhill challenges Jackal for the right to own Joker. Oh, and for the WWE Championship.
And the Devil's Playground.
Joker, you're going to have to
30-minute Hell in a Cell Iron Man match. And as stipulated, if Bruce Underhill wins, Joker has to tell him, I love you, at the end of the match. And he must go on a honeymoon with Bruce. Bruce says he's going to take him to Hollywood.
And he has to propose.
Yes. Well, Bruce
While
says
wearing
they're
a-
skipping the wedding part and they're just going to the good part. The honeymoon. And if Jackal wins, then Bruce must retire and leave forever.
Let's go, Jackal.
Let's go, Jackal. Let's go,
Yeah,
Bruce.
we're all
Let's go,
rooting for
Jackal.
Jackal here. Except for Jesse,
I'm
he's
rooting for Jackal,
impartial.
and I'm rooting for both.
Now follow Joker if you want to see the honeymoon pictures.
If you want to see,
And there he is. The former... What is he, like a 5-time tag team champion?
I think 4 times.
The spirit of Joker Thulu is flying above in his pigeon form all over Summerslam, Joker.
hey, Bruce, if you actually win this,
Yes.
yeah, you get a honey. You get a honeymoon.
Bruce, why did you want this? That's all I gotta ask.
That's why he wants you to come close to him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because I said I'm tired of you, Bruce, and I've forsaken you?
Oh, and there's another thing out of the contract. Bruce said if he wins, he wants cuddles.
Oh, Bruce is expecting all types of things from Joker if he wins.
Just because I disowned you, Bruce. Because I was tired?
I mean, you just gotta make the stuff in GTA seem tame in comparison.
Bruce, you don't have
I mean,
to
all
do
he
this.
says is he's gonna make that hot coffee mod, or the hot coffee minigame, seem tame in comparison.
But Bruce, seriously, you don't have to do this.
I was told there's going to be something involving wax involved. And gummy bears.
He also rented a squid.
Bruce, if I tell you I love you now, do you not have to go through with this match?
And here comes the devil.
Oh, and I give Jackal a little bit of a... I kind of give Jackal $2 million. Win or lose, he gets another $2 million if he wins.
Yeah, so Jackal felt a little naked without 2 championships, so he's brought us the King of the Ring championship to show it off.
Yeah.
I guess Jackal does
shows
not
off.
like NXT. He is, after all, one half of the tag team champions down there. Speaking of which, Joker, guess what? This is our first pay-per-view that does not have Zarian on it.
Really?
Yep.
Weird.
Why? You just didn't book him in a match, Joker. He is very angry about that, by the way. That you can't find anything for him to do.
I also brought Jackal another tombstone.
Wow, we still have the WWE World title, and yet they still have the World Heavyweight on it.
Yep.
There he is. Bruce Underhill versus
And
the
Jackal.
Devil Jackal. The WWE King of the Ring Champion Jackal. I should say NXT Tag Team Champion Jackal too.
Yes.
So is Bruce about to become the face of WWE?
Or is Bruce about to lose and be fired?
He's gonna
Well,
wind up
Jackal
back
has-
in Joker's office. Well, Joker's closet.
Jackal said, however this goes, he set his sights on Chad Gable for the final title he needs to be a Grand Slam champion.
Technically, he has to
What?
come over to my show and win the UK championship, too.
Really?
Jackal had one. He said he's working on.
Alright, I guess he'd be a Grand Slam
list.
champion on Raw.
Yes, Raw.
Oh yeah, and he also needs to hold the World Heavyweight title for me. And I forgot to count all those constant flip-flops as... No, you were using the WWE title at that time.
Jackal.
Yeah.
Get thrown out of the ring.
So yeah, Jackal did win the world title. So yeah, all he just needs to do is win the UK title to become a Grand Slam champion in WWE.
Bruce, you ate stairs.
Yes.
This is not a stairs match, Jackal.
Oh! Jackal throws him into the stairs again.
I think that was head first.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to break this down to 3 parts. Or maybe 2, we'll see.
Oof! Punched in the head.
Oh, a job marker. Oh!
Punched in the head.
Oh, super
Oh,
kick.
super kick. Oh, Jackal got caught with the other super kick.
Oh, uppercut. Oh, Jackal hit stairs. Uppercut. Bruce hit stairs. Well.
They like those stairs. Oh, Bruce is busted. Oh, uppercut.
Jump here.
Knee to the gut. Oh! Just burst into the stairs again.
The stairs are going to be bent.
And there goes Jackal.
At least they're getting
And
away
you
from
guys
one
need
pair.
to... You guys need to get in the ring.
Question, what happens if this winds up as a tie?
Jackal wins.
Sudden death.
If it winds up as a tie, Joker, nobody wins.
Sudden death. And...
Bird.
DJ. Oh, this is actually the first time these two are fighting on pay-per-view.
1, 2.
We're gonna fight forever, Joker. You must be proud of your 2 best creations going at it.
Yes.
Well, there goes Bruce.
And then
And the news.
Boost.
Bruce gets out of it. And they hit heads. Oh.
Missed the head.
Jackal gets caught in the embalming, and Bruce hangs him up. 1, 2.
Bruce almost got the first fall. Almost.
Stomp on an arm. Joker, do you think these two are going to bring the cage? Get out of the cage.
Maybe.
Jackal, what are you doing there, buddy?
Jackal cutter.
No.
Oh, Jackal cutter! 1, 2, 3.
Jackal gets the first fall. That would have been disappointing if it was the entire match. Joker would be happy though. Bruce is a slippery one. And uh-oh. The Jokerplex.
Oh, I thought it was going for...
No, he was going for the Jokerplex. The movie,
Jacker,
the movie named after you.
Jackal did the Undertaker sit up.
Yes, he
Oh,
called it. No, Jackal,
Oh.
Jackal.
Bruce no sold it.
Bruce, are you a robot?
Oh, he's a stripper.
Jackal like it back.
He's a stripper messiah. Uh-oh.
Oh, the Black Plague.
Right on the
On
bat.
to the bat. Oh,
Oh, just missed the bat.
1, 2.
Yeah, Joker, I think it's time we make the deathbed Jackal's no finisher.
Oh wait, bat to the reps. Jackal, what are you doing?
Waiting for his prey.
Jackal looked like he was glitching.
Jackal's just looking at him menacingly.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
The clothesline. Another clothesline.
And Bruce.
Oh,
Hit slam. Almost on the back.
Uh-oh.
No! Nope.
Nope. Deathbed.
Deathbed. Oh.
1,
1,
2,
2.
3. He laid Bruce down to rest.
and Jackal got a bat. Jackal got a bat today. Bruce got a bat. Bat to the head.
Bruce, are you okay?
Oh, D-bag.
Bongo Buster! Ew!
He calls that lovely night.
1, 2. Jackal, I would not have been, disappointed in you if you lost to that. I wouldn't want Bruce's balls in my face either.
Oh, you're gonna get more than that if Bruce wins.
Oh, the super kick.
Oh.
Face into stairs. Bruce, what the fuck are you going for? I'm not getting this stick.
He just threw it right in the ring, and I think the stairs moved.
I wish.
Well, for a second, Bruce couldn't get around them.
Jackal waves to the audience.
And Jackal's 2-0 against Bruce so far.
No.
Oh, knee to the mouth. Oh, kendo stick.
Jackal drops the kendo stick. And drops the bat. Jackal, what was your
Other steps to Bruce.
Jackal? What was your foot doing? I don't know what Jackal's foot was doing.
I think Jackal knows. Ooh, knee to face.
And Bruce.
Uh-oh.
All in DDT.
All in DDT. 1, 2.
Jackal got out. Jackal looks dead.
Ow.
Ow. Bat to the head.
The rebats to the head.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Not
another.
on the bat.
Almost on the bat.
I think Bruce might have landed on it.
1, 2, 3. Bruce gets his first fall.
Oh.
Oh, net breaker on the bat.
Jackal's like, Jackal.
Oh, half and half.
Oh,
Oh,
Bruce almost landed around the bat.
Bruce landed on his feet. Bruce. Okay.
But I want them out of the cage.
There goes Brucey.
I didn't think you were allowed to interfere.
This is a special exception.
Yes, if we want them out of the cage.
Okay, you don't have one.
Verse trips up over his own feet.
Oh, Jackal busted.
Verse trips up over his own feet again.
Oh, crap.
Bruce could put you through the cage.
You just had to say it.
Hey, you wanted out of the cage.
Bruce, you bastard.
Jackal's getting beat. He does not want you climbing that cage.
No, but I think Spencer's gonna make Bruce pay for that. Not let Spectre do what Spectre wanted to do.
Either that or he's gonna make Jackal pay. Oh.
Out.
Computer.
Let the games begin. Good night, Bruce.
And the Black Flag! Oh,
You know what?
no. Ooh.
You're right.
Up. Throwing the Bruce off.
Yep. You sick fuck!
I didn't even know that elbow drop up there was even possible or legal.
Oh, he just threw Bruce into the cell.
Yeah. Well, back up.
Yep,
the cell
we're going back up. Then yeah, the fun will begin. Jesus Christ, to Bruce off the cell. I think he's dead.
Nope, he's moving.
Well, they're still in an announce table over there.
Oh, crap. Oh, no.
No. Who's going through the cell?
Oh.
Me. Uh-oh.
This is not gonna go well.
For who? Jackal or Bruce?
Don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Happy to know
Well,
that Bruce
Bruce is
is
feeling it,
losing
though.
right now. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Oh no.
Jackal, not again. Oh!
Right on one of the bars.
Uh-oh. Deathbed.
Deathbed! Oh!
On a bar. I think Jackal's trying to put Bruce through the cell.
I think he is too.
Jackal. I'm hoping Jackal doesn't get thrown off the cell here.
Well, we gotta be careful. They're near the edge.
Oh. Ah!
Well, that went worse.
He's dead.
Or at least a broken leg.
Oh, Bruce, are you an idiot? Why are you climbing back up?
Oh.
Oh no. Oh. Jackal. Jackal. Jackal.
Bruce is like, you're not stopping me from getting up here.
Jackal foul.
They'd have fallen from the height of Bruce twice.
Yeah, but this time Jackal fell, and the ref's just like, I'm just a watch. Oh. Bruce.
Oh!
No. Jackal.
Oh.
Jackal.
1, 2.
1, 2.
We're tied,
three.
Joker.
I seen.
And the one night stand.
No, not this way.
Oh,
No,
the
no,
Buddy
no, no,
Destroyer.
The Buddy Destroyer.
1,
Now,
2, 3. Bruce is in the lead. And
No, not this way.
oh, and DDT. 1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Is he gonna do it?
Hey, Jackal needs 2 wins now.
I know, boy, Bruce capitalized off of that.
All you did was get him out of the cage. Oh.
Yeah, don't look at me. I did not cost Jackal that.
Bruce is kind of a little annoyed. Not Bruce, Jackal's a little annoyed.
He's losing by 2 points now.
Yep.
How about you, Joker? You seem speechless that Bruce is in the lead. And we're down to almost 11 minutes. Are you worried?
Jackal, get him back in the ring.
Get him in the noose. Noose him. Noose. Noose. Noose.
No, no, not back out of the ring. Back in the ring. Jackal,
Oh,
what
is
are you
that his
doing?
bow out moment? Is Jackal gonna leave Joker to his fate?
Jackal just bowed.
And I did mention this before. Does Jackal like Joker enough to end Bruce's career? Oh!
Oh. Get him back in the ring, please, Jackal.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Oh. No, in the ring.
And Jackal's like, we're going out of the cage.
Yeah.
That was Triple A.
You physically
not
have to
letting me
re-enter
do it.
the cell.
Go back in. Go back inside. He'll come. He'll follow you.
He's not going in. I really hate that mechanic.
Now, whenever Bruce gets up, he should follow you in there. Do it.
Unless he wants to climb the cell.
Yeah, or that. Nope, nope, he's coming in.
One, two, three.
Jackal only needs one more.
He fucking got it. Ow. Oh, one, two. You son of a whore.
It's in the board.
No, 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 no.
Oh. Ah, I missed. Oh.
Oh, on the bat. Now Jackal needs two more again. One, two, three.
Jackal needs one more. What are you gonna do? Let the fight last 5 minutes, then just fight it out?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ow.
Noose!
And they're tired again.
Just let him fight it out now. 8 minutes left.
Ah, come on. I don't want to do that.
Oh. I'm just interested to see who wins.
Oh, I want to do something.
A suplex.
I don't
Onto
know
the
if
bat. Oh! He did land on the bat. You son of a bitch. He rolled out of the ring. You cheeky asshole.
You do realize if Spectre plays and he loses,
Yes, I already know.
it'll be Spectre's fault. And I think that's where he's planning.
Another. Oh. Oh, roll him! 1, 2, 3. He's in the lead. He fucking rolled him up there.
Hey, I wanted to DDT him on a bat and then let them fight out, but Bruce didn't want me to, so I gave Jackal a point instead.
Oh, ow! Bruce slams Jackal on the bat. Oh, elbow drop. 1,
Jackal.
2, 3.
We're tied again.
Tied again.
So what are you gonna do? Just let him fight it out now?
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, it's fair. I had to do all the spots I want. I got to throw Bruce off the top of the cell twice.
Well, one, you didn't throw him off. He just fell off.
And I wasn't even playing at the time. 5 minutes, Joker. We're tied. I guess I think we're tied. I know,
Yeah,
I kind of
it's
lost
tied.
count.
Yeah, it's tight. I think it's 3-3.
I think we're 5-5.
5-5, yeah. So, I forgot a couple of them.
Back in the ring.
And what's Jackal go for here?
I'm gonna grab a bat, and I'm gonna smack you with it again. Oh, nope.
Ow, the knee to the nose.
Ambrose looking to get that victory over Jackal.
No.
DDT, all in. DDT. 1, 2,
Jackal, kick out. Jackal, kick out.
3. Bruce is back in the lead, Jugger. He's gonna do it, Jugger. And the one night
I don't want
stand.
it. I don't want it.
Jackal needs 1 point.
Jackal needs 2 points, technically. 1, 2. No, Jackal, why?
Jackal needs 2 to tie, 3 to win.
Jackal needs 3 to win, yeah.
Jackal, can you do
Not
it, Jackal?
interfering again, Jugger.
Oh,
So,
Jackal, you
I
need
don't
2.
want him to win.
it
Jackal,
doesn't
you-
seem like Jackal's winning. Yeah, it definitely
Jackal,
doesn't seem like Jackal's gonna win at this point.
Jackal, you need
Jackal to
2.
win.
You need 2 to tie. Jackal, where the hell are you going?
Burning the clock, that's what he's doing.
I need Jackal to win.
I think Jackal's about to become Joker's greatest enemy.
Unless he's going to put him through the cell and then pin him.
That'd still just be 1 point. He needs 2.
He could,
And he has
could pin him
only
twice.
about
Yeah.
3 minutes left.
Yes, and they're killing so much time up there. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a waste of
Yeah.
2 finishers.
He could technically pin him twice if he does that.
Everything myself, don't I?
Yes. If you want that middle broken, yes, you're gonna have to do it yourself.
Jackal, will you throw him the right fuck away?
You're gonna have to drag him. You can't.
Oh, that works. What? Okay, well, it's
1, 2, 3. It's now tied.
the news. And Jackal's in the lead. Now, can he hold it?
No, they're just gonna go back up to the top of the fucking sail.
No, Jackal jumped off the top rope.
1, 2, 3.
I think Spectre seemed annoyed with Jackal.
I'm annoyed with them both.
As long as the right man wins.
Who's the right man in this situation? I want Jackal to win.
Well, I just gave Jackal a 2-point advantage, so you tell me.
Bruce is probably thinking, I got screwed.
Bruce screwed Bruce.
Yeah, so Bruce did screw Bruce.
He wanted to screw Joker, but I won't allow it. It's time for Bruce to hang up the boots.
Unless Bruce somehow comes back and wins this.
In 30 seconds? I mean, he might. He has to
He
get back
could.
in the ring, but I don't foresee that happening.
No.
20 seconds.
Unless nope, they're back in the ring. Well, yep, they're back in the ring.
Jackal,
No.
what are you doing now?
Now can I Bruce has got him. Bruce, you ain't got enough time. Poor Bruce.
And it's over.
Goodbye. Oh, Bruce.
Bruce had a
Well,
shot.
I don't know why y'all like to waste time on the Hell in a Cell so fucking badly.
Bruce had
You
a
owe me,
shot.
Joker.
Yes, I'll get you a Coke later.
I don't want a Coke. I want the Judgment Day.
Fine. You can have the Judgment Day.
I knew there was a plan.
Goodbye, Bruce. Burn in hell.
Goodbye.
Jackal will
Bruce.
send you there himself. And
I
yeah,
knew there was a
devil.
murder.
The devil retires the stripper. What's Rick gonna do now?
I have plans for Senior Rick.
Since when is he a senior?
Senior Rick.
Hey, yes, everyone. What a great show we had. Definitely no screw-ups at all, Gunther.
Move.
I will not
Stop
let him
going.
let that down. And
Stop.
still, the WWE Champion, Jackal. I'll see you next time for Raw.